Hello guys, today we'll be starting with the second video, which is bones of skull and its sutures. A very interesting and a very easy topic. Skull in Latin is also known as cranium. Okay, now let's know how many bones and where they are situated. The first bone is the frontal bone. It's 1 in number. It's present right at your forehead. Okay. You have two parietal bones which are present at the top of your head. You have two temporal bones which are present one behind each ear. One occipital bone that's present right at the back of your skull. You have one ethmoid bone. This ethmoid bone is present at the back of your nose. It is not visible to us from the outside. Same goes for the sphenoid bone, cannot be seen from the outside, and it is termed as butterfly shaped bone. Why is it so? We'll be knowing it into the next slide. So it's known as butterfly shaped because it looks like basically, but how? We'll be seeing it in the next slide. Okay. So into this picture, we are seeing the top view of the skull. This picture was which view? In the previous video I explained you, this is the side view, is also known as lateral view. So this was the lateral view. You have how many cranial bones? It's written right here. 8 cranial bones. Okay, 1 frontal, 2 parietal, 2 temporal, 1 occipital, 1 ethmoid and 1 sphenoid. Very easy. Here, look at this picture now. Here you can see this part, right? This is the frontal bone which I was talking about. Your forehead, it's 1 in number. You have this 2 parietal bone right at the top of your head, right? And one behind each ear. Which bone was it? It was temporal bone. So where is this temporal bone? Here somewhere at the lateral side. And this parietal bone will continue into occipital bone at the back of your head. Now remaining how many bones? 2 bones, sphenoid and ethmoid. We can see it. No, we cannot see it through outside. This is the anterior view of the skull, the front view. Right? This was which view? This was top view, or we can also call this what view? Superior view. Okay. Now this anterior view, what can you see? Let's mark some of the bones which we can see from the front itself. This part which you are seeing right now, this yellow which I am highlighting, this is your frontal bone, your forehead, right? This part is your forehead, isn't it? Now, you have, see, this is your orbit in which your eyes are situated. It's really easy. I don't think I need to tell you this, but I have told you already. Okay. Now, this part, can you see a small line in between? Such a line. These are the sutures. Sutures are nothing but which joins two bones, okay, into the skull or onto your face. So this line, can you see this? Yep, exactly. So below this line, from your inferior part of the orbit to the upper part of your teeth, upper teeth basically, this is termed as maxilla. What is this part known as? Maxilla. Okay. So this is basically maxilla. Do you see this jaw over here? This jaw which moves when you chew food. When I am speaking right now, it's a movable bone. What it is? It is mandible. It's used in mastication. Mastication means chewing your food. Okay. Then what more bones can you see? One bone is left. I'll change the color to yellow once again. Do you see this? No. Change it to a different color. Can you see this part? What is it? Cheekbone. This cheekbone is also known as zygomatic bone. What it is known as? Zygomatic bone. What is this? In normal terms, what do you call this as? Cheekbone. Okay, understood? Now we'll be moving further. Let's see how your brain looks if I remove the top of your skull and if I see only the base of it. So what are you seeing here? The base of skull. This view. This is again the lateral view, but I have again removed the half portion of it. Okay, so the lateral view. Lateral view, the same thing. This is your the frontal bone. This is your parietal bone, and this, the back, is your occipital bone. I am not repeating them, although here you can match the colors and then answer them. Here, this is the main part which we are going to study right now. You see this blue part, this is the frontal bone, right? This is the ethmoid bone. Can you see this pink part? This is the ethmoid bone, which was present right behind your nose. This is the thing which I was talking about, a butterfly shaped bone. Can you see this? Doesn't it looks like butterfly? Yes. So what is this bone? Sphenoid bone. It has lot of foramens. Foramens are apertures or openings. Okay. Through that many nerves, arteries, vessels will be passing. We'll be knowing that later on. For now, you just need to know how many bones are present. So this is the sphenoid bone. Here, do you see this part? Here this red part, a brown color part. This is the temporal bone. They have given the shade of red color, but here they have given the shade of light brown color, but you still can understand it, right? And this green part is the parietal bone, and this brown part, the cream color part, it's the occipital bone. It is having a very large opening. Can you see this opening? This opening is known as foramen magnum. What it is called as foramen magnum. It's very big, right? So magna means big. So big opening. Foramen means opening. So big opening is known as foramen magnum. Fine. Through here also a lot of things pass. I'm not gonna tell you right now. Now let's learn some of these sutures. A very important part and very easy part. Okay, first starting with this. The suture which is differentiating the frontal part and the parietal bones is called as coronal sutures. What do we call this? This suture right here present is the coronal suture. Okay, can you see this suture? Let me change the color. This suture, right? It's connecting two parietal bones. You can see right here as well, right? So it is connecting, this is one parietal bone, this is another parietal bone. The suture which is connecting two parietal bone is known as sagittal suture. And there's very important thing lying just beneath this suture. It goes with the same name. If it's sagittal suture, there's a sinus. Sinus is nothing but you have some type of depression. Okay, some type of depression or some type of groove. This groove is known as just beneath this suture, sagittal suture, you have superior sagittal sinus. It's very important. What it is? Superior sagittal sinus. And where is it present? It's present right beneath means under the sagittal suture. Okay, fine. So if someone is asking about what is sagittal suture, it is connecting two parietal bones. Or if they are asking about superior sagittal sinus, which bone are they talking about? They are talking about the parietal bone. Now there's one more suture here, right? In this back part you can see. This is the occipital bone. Which bone is it? Occipital, right? The back part. So this suture, this posterior or backside suture is called as lambda suture. What do we call it as? Lambda suture. Okay. If someone wants to know, then they can know that this is the temporal bone, right? So this temporal bone, this part is called as squamous part. This part of temporal bone is called as squamous part of temporal bone. So if the part is known as squamous, then what will be the suture called? Squamous suture, right? So squamous part of temporal bone and the suture will be what? Squamous suture. Then can you see this part? This small conical shaped coming out with few of the holes are there in between. Can you see that? That is called as mastoid process. What is it called as? It is called as mastoid process. Okay. And okay, there's one more thing remaining that I forgot to tell you, that is this part. Here two sutures are meeting. Can you see them? The one is coronal suture, the white color. The blue color is sagittal suture. The place where they meet, this place is called as bregma. What it is called as? Bregma point. Okay. Understood? So I guess that's it. For sutures and bones, you need to know there are 8 cranial bones, and there's one suture which is known as coronal suture. There is one suture known as sagittal suture. And what was important in sagittal suture, that it is under this suture, what is present? Superior sagittal sinus. Okay. And then another suture which was what? Lambda suture, which is present at the occipital bone. It separates occipital and the parietal bones. Okay. And there's one suture which separates the parietal bone and the temporal